Hi, I'm Carl Major and this is my top tip for wind and conditions. Now on a stand-up paddleboard we are really vulnerable to the wind and to tides. It's really important that before you go paddling you check a forecast so that you know what the wind is likely to do throughout the day or throughout the period of time that you're going to be paddling. There are great apps for this, one of them is Windy. But don't be afraid if you do get to the water and you find that it looks different to what it was forecast, to call off the paddle or to find a different venue. There is no shame in that. The wind conditions can change very, very quickly. And if you do find yourself out on the water and the wind's picked up, don't wait to make a decision to turn back. There's no shame in paddling back to shore and getting out. It's better that than having to get rescued. If you find that you're struggling having to paddle into wind, then you can drop to your knees and shorten your paddle length, and that will make it much easier to paddle into wind. If you're really struggling, you can also lie flat on your board and paddle with your arms. That's called prone paddling, and that's another technique to get you more easily into the wind. Never ever paddle in an offshore wind. What this means is the wind is blowing from the land out towards sea. And even though it might look really calm on the beach, only a few hundred metres out, it can be really windy and can often be too much to paddle back against. This is the most dangerous wind forecast because it can very quickly blow you out to sea where you are going to be in serious trouble. So check the forecast, check it's not going to be offshore, and if things do change, don't be afraid to change your paddling plan sooner rather than later. Remember, never paddle in fog, lightning or surf conditions. Wind and other conditions can be one of the most significant influences of your paddle out on the water. So taking some time to really get to learn how to check forecasts, to understand what they mean, and to gain knowledge from people who are already expert in this stuff is a really important step. And there's loads of information that you can get from the WSA and from local SUP clubs.